So that's all I have to say.
You too.
My name is Kio. Most of you guys know me as Kio or Kiovani. I'm Vice President of BSU. I wanted to share a testimony today. Excuse me if I get a little emotional, because it's really sad how Edgewood prides themselves on these core values and only certain students don't get to experience all of it. For the past 2 weeks, I've been, actually ever since the Tony Robinson shooting and the hate crimes that have happened here on campus and the fact that no one talks about it, I've been dealing with a lot, as you can see, emotionally, definitely just a lot. So as a student leader here on campus, I carry a lot of you guys on my back to make sure that we fight through this and we get through this. But it's kind of hard when I feel that my professors are not with me. And needless to say that we all pay the same amount of tuition as the next person. So why is it that when I ask for support that I need from my professors, I do not get it, but yet my white counterpart does? Okay, so my testimony is that ever since all of this has been happening, I have been struggling with the class. I won't say what the class is or the professor's name, but I did what any student should do: email the professor, let him know what's going on, and see how that professor can help me and how we can move forward. Because at the end of the day, Edgewood prides themselves on these things, and all instructors should be able to support students. So I emailed this professor apologizing for, me seeming absent-minded in class, and that I'm trying to make efforts, but I'm sorry if they do not seem as so. I also let the professor know that I carry you guys on my back and that this has just been a difficult time for me, and that I truly needed my professor's support to get through this. Well, the next day in class, we had like a debate thing or whatever it was, and the class was divided into two, and the professor needed team leaders, and he chose one on the other side, and for my group he chose me. And he chose me. His reasoning that he announced the class was because I was a student leader, because I was an SGA in BSU. What drove me crazy is that he used air quotes to mock what I do, and how, because I'm a student leader on campus, he mocked me and said that I should lead this team. And it was so frustrating because I have never been mocked for what I truly believe in and what I truly have passion for. And I thought, whatever, just let that go. The next time in class, I had my laptop out taking notes, what I do all the time. Well, this time, as well as many other students have their laptops out, I should be specific that I am the only colored person in my class, I was told to put away my laptop because I was being too distracting when I was just typing my notes. And all the other kids were able to keep their laptops out, but I was told to put my laptop away for whatever the reasons were. Then after that, the following class, I felt so targeted by this professor, and I could not rationalize why, other than that I just specifically asked for this professor's support, and what I got in return was not support. I got to be targeted. I was embarrassed for every time that I would just look away, that he would stop class and specifically point me out, go up to me and ask me, are you paying attention in class? I need you to be focused, snapping at me as if I was a freaking dog. And then to hear, as I shared this with my fellow peers, to hear that this was not the first time that this professor has done this, and not the first time that this professor has specifically targeted students of color, blows my mind as to why we do not have teachers, instructors, supporters who truly believe in these core values, and that when I am struggling, instead of helping me, they make me feel as if they're continuously kicking me down, as with the rest of this campus. I've been told that my natural curly hair seemed fun. But wait a minute, it's my hair. It's what I was born with. How does that seem fun? I don't have purple yellow hair. I just have natural brown curly hair. But yet to a student, a white student, it seemed fun. Explain to me how that can seem fun. Then, in my other class, we were watching a video that a student had put together, an interview of the Women's Studies Gender Minor Department. I don't know what it was called. And these students were talking about racism. But they talked about racism in a laughing manner, as if racism was a joke. Like, no one has to go through and no one has to experience racism. But to them, it was a joke. It was such a laughing matter that for a good 30 seconds, they just laughed back and forth. And the student played the video in class and saw nothing wrong with it. And I'm the only one who experienced racism specifically on this campus and everywhere else I go. And this person just continued to laugh about it and thought nothing was wrong with this video. So I stand in front of you guys today to tell you that we need to change. Edgewood needs to change. Something needs to change, because this is not right. This is not right. Thank you.
You too are Edgewood.
If I could, I'd like to make a testimonial from right here while I support my student Keo, who came to me a few weeks ago in the wake of the events in Madison and spoke to me as a leader of her community, how she felt as if the weight was on her shoulders, and my truth was, I don't know how to support you other than being here right now to the best of my ability as an instructor in this campus. And my personal truth is that social justice, issues of social justice are truth. Whether they are yours or mine in particular, they are truth. And I speak about them in class. And I have been accused of infusing my political orientation into my class material, which is something we are not supposed to do. And I find that very difficult, because issues of social justice should not fall along political lines. Speaking about truth, truth within yourself, or the truth of other people's experiences, should not be seen as being biased or seen as infusing your own political leanings into instruction. It is part of the human experience. And by speaking about it openly, it becomes a part of the conversation. And that's what you are all doing right here, which I fully commend and wildly support.
Thank you.
You too are Edgewood.
Well, my name is Jorge. I'm a third-year student here, business management, minor in theater arts study. I am a Latino, male, gay male. Face many microaggressions here through these campus halls, thinking if the next person is thinking about me because I am a gay male at a Catholic university. It's an awful feeling, y'all. Help me find hope. Help me find hope that one day we won't be having these dialogues. It is a hard struggle living every day to explain to individuals the struggle we go through in these halls, in these classrooms. To yet not get a reaction, not get any empathy, any support, any structural change. Nothing. And you ask why we are mad. You ask why we are hurt.
help me find hope.
Because right now, let me tell you, I don't see it. I don't see the light. Thank you.
We come from different situations than a lot of the students here. And I feel like the professors at Edgewood really, they either don't understand or they don't care. A lot of my peers and I mean a lot of my close friends have been through things our first semester of freshman year, personally and family-wise, that most Caucasian students will go their whole life without experiencing. The other day, I actually got a call that my brother is in jail and his bail is $15,000, and my dad is basically calling me, like, saying what I can do about it. Ridiculous, right? Well, no, this is like, honestly, this is a reality of a lot of minority students. We are carrying these weights on our back that people don't see. And then it's hard enough walking into class and everyone is staring at me. And I know it's not because I don't know, I'm not like wearing a crazy outfit, I don't have like a sign on my back or anything. It's just like the stares you get. Like, that makes you uncomfortable. Did you guys know first semester, a lot of my classes I didn't go to because I felt uncomfortable. Or if I was like a minute late, I didn't want to walk in because people will stereotype me, oh, black people are always late and blah, 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 you know? Like, a lot of those, I don't know, a lot of those experiences really do, they discourage you, you know? They make you feel less. They make you feel like you're literally nothing. And I honestly wasn't even aware of how prevalent racism and discrimination is until I came here. I'm from Milwaukee, and people say Milwaukee's segregated, but I mean, I lived within my own community of people, so I never really experienced these things. And I really feel like another thing that needs to change is honestly the professors. They need to be more understanding. They need to be more sensitive to the issues and the problems students of color and marginalized students in general face. I don't know. All of this is just really breaking my heart. Seeing all my friends come up here, you know, breaking down into tears, because I know how bad these experiences hurt them, and I've experienced the same thing. So that's just food for thought. Like, just think about that. Just think about all of the demons that we are all fighting that you don't even see and you don't even know, because a lot of people don't even care.
You too are at Edgewood.
My name is Matias Lemos Castillo. I'm a freshman student here at Edgewood. About a year ago, I decided that I was going to be part of this community. And I asked somebody, what is their favorite thing about Edgewood? And they told me, the sense of community, the sense that everybody is here to support you, no matter what. And I came in, I walked in first semester knowing that, saying that wherever I had to say, somebody was there to support me. And I faced that reality that no matter what, I was always alone. And I walk into this room every day and I look at those flags, the values, and one of them says community. Yet, I feel like there is no community, there's nothing here. And for that value to just stand there and not be supported by the students, that's heartbreaking.